Whoa, I made it back. I could not get a connection. But I think I have one. Hopefully it'll hold here. So thanks for hanging in there. As I was, oh, there goes the connection again. Let's see if I can get it back here. There's some, I found a couple neat little shells down here while I was walking along. I'll show them to you in a minute. There's just a few washed up on the beach. Some cool looking stuff. There's a piece of a moon shell there. There's another nice big moon shell over here. That's a nice one there. Nice one. Nice big apple murex shell over here. Wow. It's a nice murex. Nice little moon shell. These are the most shells I've found in quite a while out here on the beach. Over here. Oh, piece of a crown conch, darn it. Lots of little broken lightning whelks. Lots of conch shells here. Just in a little patch of the beach here. Beautiful little shells. That is a nice little murex right there. That is a gorgeous little murex shell, apple murex. Nice size. Nice big fat round one. Little lightning whelk over here. Little chipped up. This is great. I've actually found a couple nice little shells this morning. It's been quite a while since we've done some shelling. And it's just in this little patch of beach right out here. Look at that. Just in that little patch of beach. Found a couple nice moon shells. Something else I found really cool. Check this out. Two nice little alphabet cone shells. Two nice little alphabets. They were almost side by side. Two little alphabet cones. This was all up in Area 5. And they're not spread out over the beach. I mean, this is a very tiny little concentrated area where I picked these up. Right here. That's it. Right in here. Wonder if there's anything else. I kind of came flying by here. I was trying to get a connection. I wasn't looking for any shells. Quite a few broken moon shells too. Some nice size ones, broken though. Pieces of moons, worm shells. Hair whelks. There's a murex, an old worn out murex shell. Boy, look at the size of that. That's a big old murex. Another broken moon shell down here. Piece of a moon. Wow. That was kind of fun. And they're gone, just like that. No more shells. Just like that. No more shells. Maybe a little further down the beach. That was fun. That made my morning. That made up for losing that signal there. That was great. Beautiful sunrise this morning. I'll share a couple pictures of that later. And remember, when we lose our connection, The playback video on Facebook, the replay of this live feed is going to look terrible. So you need to watch the replays on YouTube. So when I post photos later, I'll always include a link to the replay of this live feed on YouTube. And that's where you're going to want to watch it. And once you get to YouTube, you should sign up, join YouTube, set yourself up on YouTube. That way you'll get notifications. Follow my page on YouTube so you get notified when I upload a video. Take the guesswork out of it. Boy, tons of little worm shells over here. Tons of them. Just all little worm tips, piles and I mean, you hear me say it all the time, hundreds, thousands, gazillions, billions, trillions, piles of them over here. Piles of little worm shells. Who knows what other little shells are washed up in here. Look at all the wormies. All over the place. Just slipper shells, piles of slipper shells. The slipper shells. Piles of them over here. Why do they call that a slipper? If you're new, you're wondering why do they call it a slipper? Well, there it is. Flip it over, it looks like a little slipper. Use your imagination. Got a lot of shells like that. The kitten's paw shells, the kitten paws. I wonder if there's one sitting around here. See if I can find a kitten paw. They're usually all over except when I want to pick one up and show it to you. Yeah, we'll find one. Bunches of little stuff here. These are just teeny tiny little shells here piled up. Another broken moon shell. Little whelk, little lightning whelk down here. Moon shell, a lightning whelk. I'm wondering if there's anything good out in the water there. The tide's still on its way out. I'm wondering if there's anything caught up on the outer edge of the sandbar out there. Still probably an hour or so away from low tide. Obviously, that's when the shelling is best and easiest. But you do have some competition at low tide. A lot of fighting conch shells on the beach this morning. A lot of them. Here's an older one. An older fighting conch. You can see it's starting to wear out. It's getting pits in the shell. I've seen a lot of these on the beach this morning. These are called Florida fighting conchs. Fairly common shell. Sadly, since our red tide, I have not seen any live fighting conchs. I hope they make a comeback. I've seen lots of empty shells. Here's two more right down here. I always say during my live feeds, these are probably the most collected shells in Southwest Florida. Probably the most collected. They're beautiful shells and they're pretty prolific. So one of these usually makes it home in everyone's suitcase that makes it to the beach, that visits the beach in Southwest Florida. The Florida fighting conchs. Here, this one's got some nice colors to it here. There's a nice looking one there. Got nice colors inside. Beautiful. The Florida fighting conch. And they're all over the beach up here this morning. If you're wanting a conch shell, it's a good morning to come out. Up in Area 5, they are all over the place. All over the beach. Still, my two good finds this morning. Very happy with them. Are these two shells here. See if I can dig them out of my pocket. These are two alphabet cones. Picked them up almost next to each other. Beautiful little shells, the alphabet cones. Can you read the alphabet on it? I don't think so. The alphabet cone. Well, that was fun. Fun. Will we get lucky and find a couple more shells further down the beach? I don't know. Morning. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Great. I do want to thank everybody for joining me again. This is part 2 of this morning's beach walk of our live feed. We had some connection issues up at the north end this morning just after sunrise, so I started a second feed. So be sure to watch part 1. You don't want to miss our sunrise. That was gorgeous. Little piece of coral down here on the beach. Interesting little piece of coral. It's actually got some fossils in it. Looks like some fossilized shells. Nice little piece of coral. Clean that up. Make a nice little addition to an aquarium, a saltwater aquarium. Looks like a little slipper shell in there. Very cool. Another little pile of shells here. Just kind of quickly scanning it to see if there's anything of interest. Anything colorful or interesting? They're all interesting. They're all fun to look at. But I'm kind of going for the bigger, more interesting things that you'll recognize if you come out here. A scallop shell. Got a lot of scallops on our beach. All different colors, different sizes. The scallop shell. You can tell the scallops by those little wings down at the base there. Just think of the Shell gas station, their logo. The scallop shell. Here's one of those little kitten paws I mentioned earlier, a little kitten's paw. You can find a lot of these on the beach. The kitten paw. anything else hiding down here? It's kind of a big white blur in the shadows still. There's without the direct sun hitting it. All these shells are kind of hard to see, to distinguish one from the other. And as you know, if you've been following along over the years, we could walk down the beach and turn around, come back, and find something all over again. It's like a whole new pile. You never can find everything. No matter how many people go through these piles of shells, there's always going to be something there for you. So don't give up when you're out shelling. And don't be afraid to sift through the piles. Push them around. That's when you're going to find your little treasures that people have missed. There's another one of our little scallops, a different color. Beautiful little scallop shell. Well, let's continue down the beach on a beautiful Saturday morning. We got down here. This is a lightning whelk shell with a big hermit crab living in it. A big hermit crab living in the lightning whelk shell. This is a very old lightning whelk shell. And there is a hermit crab inside of the old lightning whelk. Let's sit him down on the beach. And let's see if he comes out of his shell. I'm going to try and trick him and hide behind him. The shell's a little small for that guy. I think he's alive. I think he's alive. He might not be alive. Oh. He moving? This shell is, yep, he's alive. This shell is really too small for this guy. He needs a bigger shell. Let's put him down by the water. Maybe when he gets a taste of that salt water, it'll perk him up. Let's see if he springs to life here when the waves come up. Come on, bud. See, he can't even go all the way in the shell and hide. He is alive. I did see some movement. I see his pinchers opening when I touch him. Come on, guy. Usually they're pretty active. Usually they'll come snapping out at you. He's got some nice little claws on him. He definitely is feeling that water on him. I'm gonna take a quick picture of him. What's up, Dex?
Hey, morning, Rob.
How are you doing?
Good.
Just looking at this little guy, trying to get him to come out and say good morning, but he's being stubborn.
He won't come out, huh?
He won't come out and say hello to us. I'm gonna sit him back in the water and see maybe it'll help revive him. Hey, happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Looks like you guys had a nice meal over there.
Yeah, it was real nice.
That Bay House is a nice place.
Yeah, it is.
Man, oh man.
We're going to try that other restaurant tonight.
Oh, are you go down? Did you check it out online?
No, we made a reservation for tonight. So.
Nice. Yeah, their steaks are awesome down there. Oh, here he comes.
Oh, he's coming out.
He's coming out now.
Uh-oh.
He's coming out now.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
Yeah, he's coming.
There he comes. Here he comes. He woke up.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, anything interesting down there?
Yeah,
Anything new?
We had one hatch last night.
A new hatching on Vanderbilt.
Hatching. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. Thanks for. All right. Have a good one. Well, we just got a peek at him. He came out there for a second. Came out and showed his face. Let's see if he comes out again. Hey, good morning. How are you today? Oh, little hermit crab. Let's try and get him to come out. He popped out once. Yeah. He came out once and then he jumped back in his shell. Oh well.
That's pretty cool.
Shy. You can see if he'll crawl away in the water. There he comes. There he comes. Yep, he's in an old lightning well. There he is. There he is. Now you can see a hermit crab. You can see his eyes looking at us. Up. In he goes. Very, very cool. Gotta be patient with these little guys. Have a good one. That is cool. Very, very cool. So there, you got a good look at a hermit crab. We found some shells this morning. We saw a little hermit in here, in this old lightning whelk shell. That is cool. Here he comes again. Here he comes again. Gonna get another look at him. See his eyes in there looking at us. See his two little eyes. There he is. That is so cool. So cool. Cute little hermit crab. I think he's going to come out again. Well, he's going to go back down into the water here. Yeah, that's just a good example. If you see a shell on the beach, you always want to make sure there's nothing alive inside of it. Don't take any shells with living creatures home from the beach. Just because there's no whelk in here, look at that. There's a hermit in here, a little hermit. Always check the shells before you take them home. You never know what might be inside of them. Those little fighting conchs, Roy and I found a little octopus in one time. A little baby octopus. Pretty amazing. Hermits live on land and water. They're adaptable to either location there. I'm going to just put him in the water here. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to our hermit crab friend. Off he goes. Wow. It's been a long time since we got to look at some marine life. Just a hermit crab, but still fun to see. Still fun to look at. And then we found some shells this morning. That was awesome. Found two nice little cone shells. That was a great find this morning. Well, if you're having fun, if you enjoy these beach walks and you want to send a little tip, they are always welcome, a little gratuity. Every dollar helps, believe me. I do put a lot of time and energy and effort into these videos. It's not just walking out on the beach. By the time I get done posting on Facebook and YouTube, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so it's pretty much a full-time job. I get out here at 6, a little after 6, and so I do put a lot of time into this Facebook page, although it only takes you minutes to go through things. So if you like what you see and you want to send a little tip, you can find a link to my PayPal account in the description of this post. Something else is really important. If you're just tuning into this walk for the first time, we do this just about every morning, as often as I can. But if you're new, if you're just watching for the very first time, do not be shy. Don't be bashful. Get on there, jump into the conversations, the comments, introduce yourself. Let everybody know where you're watching from. Very, very important. That is like the main reason for these beach walks, is making new friends in the morning. So don't be bashful. Start a conversation up on your own. Just keep it clean. Don't talk about politics and don't post any ads. But I want to see everybody becoming friends. That's what these walks are all about. It's about making new friends in the morning while you're sitting there drinking your cup of coffee in, hopefully, your Roy Hawsey coffee mug. I hope you've ordered one of those. Besides making new friends, I mean, we're here for each other. That's what friends are for. This has turned into a pretty nice little support group on Facebook. People share their troubles, their problems. They ask for prayers here. So whatever you want to say it. If you're having a hard time in life, let everyone know. There is strength in numbers, especially when it comes to prayers. We are here for each other. It looks like we're going to have a morning without rain. That is wonderful. We got rained on yesterday and the day before. You never know what you're going to see during one of these live feeds. You never know who you're going to see, what you're going to see, when you're going to see it, or where you're going to see it. But we do see our share of interesting things here, that's for sure. I saw a beautiful little fighting conch shell down here. Now I lost it. I was walking around in circles here talking. Beautiful little fighting conch, a little baby fighting conch shell. Over here, a couple of its elders. Well, there you go. There's a little baby and a bigger, the fighting conchs. So we're gonna get some sunlight on them here. Very common shells here, the Florida fighting conchs. Beautiful shells, absolutely beautiful shells. Are we gonna find anything else? Are we gonna find anything else? Our friends Rich and Maria were already out here, down here shelling, so they've gone through all the shells and probably picked out the good stuff, but you never know. Like I say, you can't find everything. You always miss something. But they've got two sets of eyes. They're cheating, him and her, versus me with my one old set of eyes. But I did stumble across a couple nice little finds this morning. Found a nice little apple murex earlier this morning. Nice little apple murex, not so little, pretty good size little apple murex. I'll get the sand off that, get it wet and shiny here. Find a lot of murex shells here at different times of the year. I don't know if shells are seasonal, but it sure seems they are. I mean, there's times where you find lots and lots of one type of shell on the beach, then you don't see them for a while. But look at that. A beautiful, beautiful apple murex shell. Absolutely gorgeous. Nice, big, fat, round apple murex. See what else I got in my pocket here. I know I picked up a moon shell. Let's see. I think I picked up a couple moons. I think I picked up a couple moon shells. Those are one of my favorites, the moons. Who am I kidding? All the shells are my favorites. There's a couple moon shells. Or shark eye. They also call these shark eyes. The moon shells. Two nice little ones there. What else did I grab? Let's see. Is it in there? Yep. Nice little worm shell. There's a nice little worm shell. Got a nice little piece of the shell on it. Usually we just find the tips broken off. There's a nice little worm shell that I picked up. It's always fun to have a few of these in your collection. They're so diverse in their shape. You're never going to have two of the same. The worm shells. Then what I showed you earlier, I found two of these. Show you one here. Wash it off. Found two of these. Beautiful alphabet cones. Those are my nicest finds today. I found two of these. They're beautiful shells. The alphabets. The alphabet cone shell. That's about all the shells I got today so far. But that's a lot more than we've had in the past several months, that's for sure. Than I have had. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And remember, this is part 2 of this morning's beach walk. Part one was our sunrise, and then I lost my signal. I was having problems with the signal all morning. So another reminder, if you want to watch the replays of these videos, especially sunrise, go check it out on YouTube. It's going to be much better quality on YouTube. I'll post the link. I'll share a picture or two of this morning's sunrise and include the link to YouTube where you can watch the video. Gorgeous morning with the sun shining now. We haven't seen a bright sun out on the beach for 3 days? It's kind of overcast and looking good this morning. Hey, all you supporters of Southwest Florida Television, thank you for being a supporter. Thank you so much. Those of you that aren't, you'll see in the comments next to people's names the word supporter with a little badge, the supporter badge. Those are the people that make these beach walks possible. If you want to keep watching these beach walks, and if you want to see them continue, we're going to need more supporters so I can come out here and keep doing this. So do consider becoming a supporter of Southwest Florida Television, which is me. Southwest Florida Television is me. That is just the name of my Facebook page here. It is not a TV station or anything like that. Nobody's paying me to come out here for nearly 2 hours. I spend at least 2 hours out here in the morning. Although the live feeds aren't always 2 hours long. I spend well over 2 hours taking photos and doing the live feed. Here's the top of a little moon shell down here. The top of a little moon shell. Got the eye of the shark eye. It's got a nice eye. That would have been a beautiful shell. And a couple old scallops over here. A couple of old scallop shells. Cockle. Beautiful little cockle shell. Those are fairly common, the cockles. Get some light on the inside of it there. Something else you find a lot of here. This is just a little tiny piece, but it's attached to an oyster shell. So you find these little pieces of worm rock. This one's growing on the end of an oyster shell. A little piece of worm rock on an oyster shell. That's kind of neat. Boy, again, I've been seeing lots of fighting conchs out here. Lots of them. Those fighting conch shells are all over the beach this morning. And there are some nice little piles of shells here that accumulated with these high tides we've been having, these extra wave action. Another scallop. A little cockle. long has it been since we did some shelling during one of our beach walks? It's been a while. Morning. It hasn't been the greatest shelling this morning, but it's shelling. It counts as shelling. There's this piece of a big sand dollar. Boy, I haven't seen any of those either lately. Here's the edge of a sand dollar. That was a big one. That's just a little piece of a sand dollar. Not even a quarter of it. So the sand dollars are out there somewhere. Find anything good?
Not yet.
Not yet. Nothing since up there. Yeah, just a lot of conch shells, though. A lot of those fighting conchs. Yeah. Well, good luck. You gotta just stop and stare.
I know.
You know, when you start staring is when you start seeing more and more. That's everybody's. Yep. When we just walk by, just glancing down, we miss so many beautiful things. So we can just stop and stare at the piles. Things just start jumping out at you. Look at this. Here's the top of an old lightning whelk. That would have been a beauty, huh? Look at the size of that. The top of it. I'm just amazed how many fighting conchs are out here. All different sizes. Big ones, little ones. The little fighting conchs. Lots and lots. But I got what I shared with you earlier. I got half a dozen nice little treasures that I picked up this morning. I'm happy with that. Very happy. It's not like I don't have any shells at home. Hey, please tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. If you enjoy these walks, if you like what you see, if you like what I'm doing here. Remember, the whole idea behind these beach walks is to bring people together in the mornings. The beach walk is just a background for you all to get together. And on occasions, we see some absolutely incredible things during our beach walks. Some really beautiful things. But these beach walks have brought some really wonderful people together on Facebook. You can see them commenting. You can see their names in the comments. I mean, these beach walks have attracted some really, really wonderful people. It's just amazing. This isn't one of those Facebook pages for ranting and raving. Although on occasion I do have a little rant. Sometimes something just ticks me off enough and I break the rule and I mention politics, but I try not to. But every once in a while I just can't keep my mouth shut. I don't know if anybody else has that problem or if I'm the only one. Hey, a group. You need to join my Del Norwiggins Pass State Park group page. Del Norwiggins Pass State Park, my group page. Hey, wait a second. Oh, it's missing the top. A little apple murex, but it's missing the very tip of it. I was going to say, several experienced shellers walked by and left this on the beach. Still a beautiful shell. If you don't have an apple murex, that's a good apple murex to start with. You can replace it down the road. Or you probably won't. You just keep it if you're like me. But I was saying, my Del Norwiggins Pass State Park group. Join that group. If you've ever come out to this beach or you want to see more photos of the beach, I created that group specifically for people to share their photos and videos of Del Norwegians Pass State Park. That's it. That's what that group is for. It's not for posting photos of other beaches or neat things happening at other beaches. It's strictly for things happening at Del Norwegians Pass State Park. So if you want to see more photos, join that group. If you got some photos to share, and it doesn't have to be photos of the beach. It can be photos of your family at the beach. You know, it's everything at Del Norwegians Pass State Park. We are kind of like a big family here. The Del Norwegians family. Isn't that gorgeous? Looking up the beach. It's been a while since we've seen sunshine on the beach like this. We've been overcast and rainy during the beach walks. A little change of pace finally. Been picking up shells and showing you different shells. Here's another common shell. Here's a smaller one. This is a turkey wing shell. A turkey wing shell. Gee, I can't imagine why they would have called this a turkey wing shell. Any idea why that would be called a turkey wing shell? This is a small one. You can find some pretty big turkey wings here. The turkey wing shell. I'm going to look for another shell. I'm going to look for a mossy ark shell. Probably won't find one now because I'm specifically looking for it. If I didn't want one, they'd be all over the beach. Here's another turkey wing. Come on. I want to show you a mossy ark. They're kind of similar looking, but when you see them together, totally different looking shells. But when I first started coming out and doing these beach walks, I thought they were the same thing. I didn't know what the names of them were. I just picked them up and looked at them, thought they were cool to look at. And then I met a lady named Barbara Grove at the beach. I was walking the beach and I saw this lady sitting under an umbrella with a table and some buckets, and they were full of shells. And what Barbara is she's a volunteer here at the park, and she would bring her shell collection and just come out here and answer any questions you might have about seashells, what you find on the beach. So lo and behold, Barbara Grove started educating me about the different shells we find at this beach and shells from all around the world. She's got a beautiful shell collection. So when you go on YouTube and you search through my videos, put in Barbara Grove, Grove, like an orange grove. Barbara Grove. Search that in my videos on YouTube, and you will see several videos. You'll find several videos with Barb and her shell collection. Her and I on the beach chatting about shells. I think maybe what I'll do is I will share that on Facebook today. I'll share one of those videos with Barbara. She's going to be back down here. She is going to come back down here this winter and set up on the beach. It's going to be a real treat. She's only here in the winter, and she left us for a couple seasons, but she's coming back. She couldn't resist the temptation. She's going to be back on the beach with us. Looking forward to seeing Barbara again. Okay, now I was on a mission to find a mossy ark shell. And did I find one? Yes, I did. Now earlier I showed you a turkey wing shell. Now there's a mossy ark. That is a mossy ark shell. Now, you remember the turkey wing shell that I showed you? Same kind of similar shape. But, look at this here. I'm trying to get them set up in my hand here. The mossy ark on the top, the turkey wing on the bottom. So yeah, all the stripes on the turkey wing, very obvious when you see them together. As soon as Barbara showed these two shells to me side by side like this, I got it. Duh, real easy to figure out. But when I was just seeing them laying on the beach all by themselves, I kind of thought they were the same shell. I don't know what they are, some kind of mussel or scallop, I don't know. It's not much to the inside of either one of them. But definitely a huge difference when you see them side by side. The mossy ark to the upper right and the turkey wing on the bottom there. Now you know. What do you think about that? If I ever see you at the beach, I'm going to quiz you. You're not getting off easy. So if I see you walking out on the beach and you introduce yourself to me, I'm going to give you a little shell test. You should know what a moon shell is from watching these beach walks. You should know what worm rock is. You should know what... Look at this. Here's a beautiful little lace murex. Apple murex. Not lace. Apple murex. It was just buried here. I just pushed the shells around and bam, that popped out. A little baby apple murex shell. How cool is that? You should know what those are if I test you. You should know what this is if I test you. Everybody should know what this stuff is. The worm rock. I'm going to keep that little murex. That was a nice little one. Roy is up having his little picnic, his Saturday morning picnic with our friends Mark and Susie. She makes him a beautiful Greek salad and brings it out here for him in the morning, and then they snack later on throughout the day. So I don't want to go up and bother him. I want to let him enjoy his Saturday morning with them. Susan, she's our beach friend that made that beautiful cheesecake for me last week for my birthday. I'm sure you saw that. If you didn't, scroll through some of my posts here and go down. You'll find a picture of that cheesecake. It was so cute. She made a little beach on top of it. Little graham cracker teddy bears sitting on their beach blankets. It was so cute. She's just one of those super kind people that have come together through these live feeds and beach walks. And she's another angel, another one of those angels that looks after Roy. Occasionally you'll see her on one of my beach walks. But I like to just give them their space on their Saturday mornings, let them have fun. You'll definitely see Susie on last Saturday's, August 10th, last Saturday's beach walk. She's a sweetheart. Well, I think I'm going to hang a U-turn here. Start heading back up the beach. So far it's been fun. Beautiful. We started with the sunrise. This is part 2 of this morning's walk. Again, just a reminder, there's 2 parts to this morning's walk. The sunrise and then my beach walk here. We just had a drop out, a signal. I just lost my connection this morning. It was bad for some reason. I had full bars on my cellular connection, but something was up with Facebook. It was dropping the connection. It's very finicky when you're doing a live feed. So far, the second part here has held up pretty well. That's Dexter walking down the beach. Him and his wife are celebrating their 44th wedding anniversary yesterday. Dexter just moved down here not too long ago from Ohio. Him and his wife, they'd been coming down for years. And I befriended him here on the beach. Now he's become a regular part of our beach walks. When we don't see him, we get worried. And here he comes. So, did you see a dolphin?
Yep, I saw it right out here.
You saw a dolphin?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You didn't see it?
I
Yeah,
did.
it was right here.
We were looking at shells, and a dolphin came by behind me.
Yeah, there's one right out here.
I heard somebody yelling. I thought I heard somebody yelling on the beach. That must have been what they were yelling.
Probably,
There was a
yeah.
dolphin. Oh, well. Maybe he'll come back.
Yeah,
Well, it's nice to know they're out there.
that's for sure.
Nice
That
to
was
know.
real nice walking today, too.
Yeah, the sand's hard today.
Real nice.
Yesterday I was sinking down in everywhere,
I was, too.
especially up there.
Yeah.
Man, that was
Yeah.
real bad up the north end.
Yeah, it's real nice today. A nice little breeze, too. That's good.
Well, I expect a full report about your dinner. I guess I'll get it on Monday, but
Okay.
share some pictures.
I'll do that.
I wanna
We'll get the
s-
pictures of the food.
I want to see those steaks. If you have a steak, I've seen them. I was there for their soft opening.
Yeah.
And took some photos for them and things.
Okay.
But I sampled little like pieces. They didn't.
Oh,
They just had them
okay.
cut up, and it was delicious. What I
Yeah.
tasted.
We're going there 5:30 is our reservation.
Nice.
So
Make sure you mention Nonstop Naples.
Okay, I'll do that.
Let them know that it works. The power of suggestion.
Okay, sounds
All
good.
right, Dexter.
See you Monday.
All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. He's going to check out. They're going to Dorona, Dorona. It's an Italian steakhouse here in Naples, down by the Coastland Mall. A little pricey for this boy. I can't afford all these expensive restaurants here in town, but there are some really, really, really good restaurants here in Naples. I mean, there is no shortage of fine dining in Naples. But just be prepared to spend some money. I can do a pretty darn good job on a steak myself. There's no way I can spend $75 on a steak, but for a special occasion, an anniversary or something, I can see that. That's the only time I can justify doing something like that. And then I gotta plan for it and save up ahead of time. I was kind of wishing that sun would pop out really bright here. It's just kind of behind some clouds. There's a little sun hitting the beach, but it's not full sun. It's about 50%. It is beautiful. Snapping off a little photo. Got a little seaweed out in the water washing in here. Nothing to be alarmed about. It's not going to hurt anything. Just doesn't look that nice on the beach there when it washes up on the sand and when it starts drying out and rotting away. Kind of stinks. I don't know if you can see it. The little dark patches out in the water out here. Nothing to be alarmed about, though. Nothing that's going to hurt you. I thought Scott and Linda were going to be out here this morning. Maybe tomorrow morning. They said they had 2 surprise guests they were bringing to the beach. 2 surprise visitors. There's a little kitten paw here under my feet. Little kitten paw shell. That one's missing a foot, missing a toe. That little kitten paw. Missing one of its toes. Love it out here. Definitely getting my dose of serotonin with these little waves. I can feel the happiness in the air. I'm getting anxious for Roy to bring his guitar out here. He's been plucking away at it at home. Really, I'm looking forward to hearing that out here at the beach. Can't wait for him to bring that and play a song for us, play and sing. He's been kind of evasive when I've asked him questions about it. I've asked him what song he's learning, and he didn't give me any answers. So maybe he wants to surprise us. I know a friend of mine, Denny, who owns Naples Park Music here, was really generous to Roy. He gave him some songbooks and some other accoutrements for his guitar. So if you're a musician and you're in North Naples, hey, do support my friend Denny's store, Naples Park Music. Naples Park Music. It's right up in the same little strip mall that Joe's Diner is in, up in Naples Park. If you know where Joe's Diner is, that's where the music store is. So if you're a musician, do support my friend Denny. Great guy, and he just took care of our friend Roy. I see Roy heading off somewhere. I wonder if he's taken off. We'll go say hi to him real quick. I didn't want to bother him over there with Mark and Susan. We can go see his smiling face. Hopefully my batteries will hold up here long enough to get over there. Hopefully he won't be gone by the time I get over there. Hopefully he wasn't leaving us. Beautiful here in Area 4. This is the biggest, widest stretch of beach we got here. Good morning. Hey, Mark. I just ate my last piece of cheesecake yesterday. That was so cool. That was so sweet. Oh, they're up here under the trees. What are they doing back here? Where'd they go? Where did Roy go? He's over by his car. What's he doing? Is he taking off? Getting a low battery, good timing. You thought you could get away from me, huh?
Hey, how you doing, Rob?
What you doing?
Well, I was going to get my chair.
Oh, you're just getting set
I
up?
was sitting there with old Mark.
Where's Sue?
She isn't going to make it
She's
today.
not here? Oh.
No. Isn't that a shame?
Yep. I was just telling everybody about that wonderful cake she made me last week.
He mentioned that too.
Beach. I just ate the last piece of that the other
really?
day.
Boy,
Yep.
was that good.
That was
Woo!
an awesome
That
cheesecake.
was out of this world. Awesome.
So there was a dolphin out there. I don't know if you saw it. I was picking up shells, and apparently a dolphin came swimming down. I missed it.
You
Dexter
didn't see it either.
Dexter told me about
really?
it.
Boy, I haven't seen one of those in months.
So it's at least we know they're out there. They're just not. They're on their own. They're on their own schedule, not ours.
See, I was telling Mark he's got a little cut in his finger and getting, isn't healing up so good. I was telling him about that ranger that had the blister on his toe. Which one was that?
That was Bill.
Bill.
That was Bill that played the harmonica with us.
I was wondering about. Did he play the guitar too and sing the song?
No, that's James that plays the guitar. That's James that wears the hat and the. Yeah.
Bill played the harmonica.
Bill is the ranger that passed away.
I can't believe that.
Yep, that is sad.
He was a young man too.
He was. He was a young man. He was a great soul. He was fun.
Gosh,
he was always happy out here when you saw him in the mornings.
I can't believe it. A little cut in the foot. Woo.
It's the little things all the time that get you.
Well,
you know that. We know that.
Yeah.
All those little germs and bacterias, and that's what you got skulking about, as you always say.
Skulking, yeah, skulker.
Oh, so I guess you didn't have any salad this morning, huh?
No Greek salad, but Mark, he's got some grapes for me and some cheese, so that was nice.
Oh, you gonna throw anything on the barbecue later?
No, he's not got that either.
No barbecue. What are you going to do? You're going to go hungry today.
Yeah.
I know you come out here. I can see you in the morning. I saw you salivating down there when the sun was coming up.
He's got some awful good grapes he just gave.
Ooh, nice.
So that was good of him.
So did you bring your apples?
Yeah, I got apples.
Okay, just in case there.
Yeah.
Got your apples on standby.
Yeah, I got them. And, I got all these cookies for Mark there.
Ooh, cookies. Oh, from Jennifer?
Yeah.
Those look like Jennifer's cookies.
Yeah, Jenny's cookies.
Sweet, Jenny, sweet.
Yeah, and she though.
So I want to tell you something. I keep forgetting to tell you. Remember our friends Joe and Katrina? We went to dinner. We went to First Watch.
Yeah.
They're moving down here. Katrina the other day said, make sure you tell Roy hi for me.
Oh, really?
Yep, she sent me a message. So
good.
Hi from Katrina.
Yeah, well, how sweet of you, Katrina. Hi to you, dear.
And I'm sure Joe...
Looking forward to seeing you when you come down.
Absolutely. Looking forward to having him living down here.
Yeah.
I got a feeling they're going to be regulars out here with us.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Some new beach buddies.
That's right. He brought me the maple syrup.
Yep, and the honey.
Gave
us the honey, gave you the maple syrup.
Oh, boy.
And he treated us to breakfast.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, he treated all of us. You, me, Lori, Margaret. Yeah.
So they're moving down.
They're going to move down sometime next year.
Sometime
next year. Yep.
Well, we'll have some good get-together.
But what's nice is they're going to be down here all the time. So,
really?
So that means more friends with us in the summertime.
Oh, boy.
Remember how it used to be just you and me? And now we're starting to get more and more friends around us in the summer.
Yeah, a good old summertime.
Yeah. We're convincing everybody to move down here. Some of my friends are angry at me for telling people to move down here. They're like, "Are you crazy? We want to keep this place a secret." This is the place to be. You got that right.
Place in the whole wide world.
Well, my old battery's getting low here. I got to sign off here.
A low battery?
A low battery. I hate when that happens, Roy. I hate when that happens.
Now, you sure it's just the batteries in this machine you're talking about?
It's just the batteries in the machine. Well, my batteries are probably getting a little low, too. That happens. All of our batteries go low once in a while.
Rusty after a while.
Oh. So anyway, I will see you out here tomorrow morning.
Oh, yeah. You leaving now?
Yeah, I got to call it. Unless you got a word of wisdom for us. Got any advice for us before I say goodbye?
Enjoy the color.
Enjoy the color.
Colors are glorious.
Colors are glorious.
This morning we had that colored sky.
Isn't that something?
Colors kind of make things really, really interesting and beautiful.
Amen.
So colors, all the colors, the green trees, the pink sunrise and sunsets and the blue sky, all these colors are glorious. you don't appreciate colors, but boy, the whole world is this glorious color.
Oh, I think you appreciate them, but you take them for, maybe you take them for granted.
Yeah.
You just see them all the time.
Yeah, see them all. You don't realize
Yep.
how beautiful the green trees are.
Yeah.
And that blue sky and the blue water. And then the waves breaking and, the rainbows. And remember we saw rainbows?
Oh, rainbows.
In the foam.
Yeah.
Every foam, big globules,
Yep.
all colored rainbows. And then there's rainbows out on the clouds when at the right time of the year. Or the day, glorious
colors
time.
are. There's some really interesting videos on the internet. There are people that are colorblind that never saw colors in their life,
dear.
and they make special glasses that you can wear.
Oh, really?
And like their children will buy them for them. Maybe it's their dad or something, and they video when they put them on for the first time, and it's overpowering.
Oh, they can see color with those glasses?
Have never seen colors in their life.
What
and then
idea.
they put these glasses on and they can see the colors, and it's
how glorious.
it makes you cry. Usually people break down and cry when they see the colors, what they've been missing.
What they've been missing all their life.
Can you imagine not seeing these beautiful colors, what that would be like?
Yeah, and the color like of your skin is light skin and hair. Nice white hair.
White hair, gray hair, whatever. No hair.
All that color in your hair.
Yeah. It's like, I couldn't imagine. But like I say, you just seeing colors all your life, you take it for granted.
Yeah. Maybe we could get the colored hair out of a bottle.
You can get that hair color out of a bottle. You can make your hair any color you want. Maybe we'll do you blue and green like the ocean one day.
Yeah, it can't be
for your birthday.
Sure, I'm all for it. Bring the bottle.
We'll get you one of those. What did Poseidon have there? What do you call that thing that he holds?
The trident?
The trident. The trident. Yeah, we'll get you a trident. We'll do your hair blue and green.
How about that?
We'll make you Neptune.
The trident, is that like a pitchfork?
Yeah, it's like what the devil has.
I think so.
Yep, the devil has a trident.
A pitchfork.
All right, well, I'm going to let you head over there to the beach.
Okay.
You have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Great seeing you, Rob.
All right, Roy.
Facebook friends.
Have fun.
Yeah.
Maria, have a wonderful day.
I'll help you, Roy.
Hi, Maria.
Hey, don't leave that.
Oh, nice. I found a couple nice alphabet cones this morning up there.
I found one, but it was all faded and old.
Nice moon shell. Awesome, man.
But I had another one. No, some glass.
Beach glass, broken glass. Oh, you picked up that coral. I was showing everybody that piece of coral.
It's going to go in my yard.
Oh, nice.
Nice little fixture.
Nice. Oh, nice pieces of coral there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Not so bad.
Nice little finds. Yeah. And keys. You even found keys out there. I like it. You can find anything out here. I see you found a pretty lady out there. She's walking up there with Roy.
Yeah. I think I lost it on Roy.
You lost her to Roy? That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Roy steals all the pretty women. Oh.
I know. If anything changes, I'll call you.
All right, Roy. Take care and God bless.
Okay, bless you. Yeah, I think we're going to have some good sunset tonight.
Yeah.
We might have a nice sunset. Absolutely. Well, there you go. One quick last look at the beach. I got to sign off here, save my batteries, so I got enough to download this video. But thank you for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. I'll see you out here tomorrow morning again. God willing, weather permitting. Maybe, if the mood strikes, I'll be out here for sunset. It's very possible we're going to have a beautiful sunset tonight. Not promising, but I'll try. Just depends on how I feel. Sometimes after I eat dinner, I don't feel like moving. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, you want to send a little tip, as always appreciated. I do thank those of you that have sent something. You can find a link to my PayPal in the description of this post. Every little bit helps. So if you enjoy this and you want to show your love with a little gratuity, I appreciate it. If not, it doesn't matter. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being a friend. Be sure to tell your friends about Southwest Florida Television. Do take the time to check out all of my photos and videos. Share and like them. Become a supporter. Become a supporter so these beach walks can continue. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.